My R did not have engraved lines like yours, so I just quickly drew some shapes with a pencil, but I want to show you that tools that you have at home will work really awesome with these. And what I'm doing is pressing pretty hard with the colored pencil and blending two colors together that are next to each other on the color wheel. Oops. If I kind of blend them all in one direction, you can see how I've done that. This down here was done with markers, so another thing that you could do is use regular old markers. These are just Crayolas to color in your shapes, and those would work too. And you can do this however you want, solid shapes, whatever. Watercolor would work too, I'm sure. I just wanted to show you a few options.
For the base of our tile this year, we're all going to be using one color and creating a tint and a shade, kind of an ombre-ish look. You can make it as dramatic or as subtle as you want. We'll start with the color straight from the tube, somewhere on your tile, wherever you want it to be. I put mine in the middle. And then I'm adding a small amount of white. So I actually didn't scoop out any more paint on my paintbrush. I just used what was left. And I'm creating a tint. Notice how I'm like trying my best to keep it small and mixing it on the page. I'm adding that tint, and right now it looks like a very hard line, a very big contrast between the colors. You'll notice when I try to blend it, that white just gets in the way. But if you rinse your brush and squeeze out all the paint and water, and with no paint at all, just blend it from the darkest to the lightest, you'll start to be able to see kind of a gradual change in color and not so harsh. Again, there's no paint on my brush for that part. I rinsed it, dried it with my towel. Now, I would like it to be even lighter on the edge. So I cleaned my brush again, pulled out all the water and added a little white and just blended from the top down to the lighter color. So you can see how it goes from medium to light. For the last part, I'm going to clean my brush completely, no white in it, and I added my color plus a little bit of black, and I'm blending it again from the bottom up, and I'll do that same thing again with my brush, rinsing it, drying it off, and I can smooth or blend it as the color goes from lightest to darkest. If I want it to be a little bit darker and more dramatic, I will let this dry and then put another coat. Because our tile is kind of shiny, you definitely want to make sure you let it dry before you try to add more paint. You'll just feel frustrated and feel like you keep wiping it off. In the end, make sure that your first name, your last name, and the year is somewhere on your tile as well. You can see the purple one, I glued my letter right in the middle and added my last name and my first name and the year. You can design it however you want. We used metallic Sharpies, but that part's up to you. Have fun, I can't wait to see it.